Okay, hey guys, I'm going over your semester exam review. For the first question that I'm looking at is f of x equals x divided by 2 plus 2. So first you must define the function by typing it in, and then you type in what value they want you to solve for. Now they could use any letter. They can use F, G, H. It doesn't matter. And then I'll have to change it again. Whoops, H. So once you type in the function and then type in the value that they want, they'll give you the answer, which is 70. Save answer. Next question. Here it says find the y-intercept of the line 11x minus 10y equals 2. Oh, I guess I need to write down my first part. So number 1 says, okay, f of x equals x divided by 2 plus 2. And then f of 136 equals 70. So that's my first question. It might not be yours. And then number 2, it says 11x minus 10y equals 2. 11x minus 10y equals 2. This is very important. You guys have to solve for y. So subtract 11x from both sides. Then you bring down negative 10y equals negative 11x plus 2 because this is a positive 2. Can you see that? Are you writing this down? You should be writing this down. That's crazy. Come and get one. Okay, then divide everything by negative 10. And if you're unsure of the fractions, type them into Desmos. This is y equals, this would be a fraction that I would type into Desmos minus the x. So I would do negative 11 divided by negative 10, and then turn it back to a fraction. It's just 11 tenths. So this is simplifying it as well. 11 tenths x, and this is a positive divided by a negative, so I know it's going to be negative. And then I'll say 2 divided by negative 10, which is negative 2 tenths, but then I turn it into a fraction, which is the negative 1/5. My negative symbol is already here. 1/5 would be my answer for my y-intercept. So it asks for the y-intercept, which is negative 1/5. Save answer. Rewrite the following equation in slope-intercept form. 19 minus 19x minus 19y equals 9. Number 3, 19x minus 19y equals 9. Subtract 19x from both sides. Cancel those out. Bring down the 19. Negative 19y equals negative 19x plus a positive 9. Then divide everything by your coefficient of y here, which is negative 19. Divide by negative 19, divide by negative 19, divide by negative 19. Y equals, these cancel out and make a positive. 19 over 19 is just 1. So this is x minus, go to Desmos to double check. 9 divided by negative 19 is just negative 9/19. So let's clear some of these out. So then I'll come over here and type y equals x minus 9/19. Save my answer. This is the graph of a linear inequality. Write the linear inequality in slope-intercept form. So I must look at my 2 points, which is always my y-intercept, not always my x. So the y-intercept is typically going to be a dead giveaway. So that's going to be 0, 2. So I need to plot that point. And then I need to find another friendly point on this line, which is, not that way. Right here, 4, negative 5. And then I need to look at my line. My line is a solid line and it's shaded below. So that's less than or equal to, remember, below makes an L. So y is less than or equal to, now I'm going to go to Desmos and put my table in so I can get my mx plus b form. Less than or equal to Desmos 0, 2. So you're going to create a table in Desmos. 0, 2, and 4, negative 5. And then you're going to hit your regression button. Always hit your 3 dots. Export. Find out what your m is as a fraction. And your b is just in case. So y is less than or equal to negative 7/4 x plus 2. So then you'll come back to IXL. Y is less than or equal to negative 7/4 x plus 2. Save your answer. A little boy accidentally let go of his balloon. It floated away. It was 3 feet above the ground when he let it go, so that's positive 3 right there. Give yourself space to write your slope and your x.
A little boy.
And it steadily rose, that means increases by 3 feet per second. That is 3x. Boom, done. Write an equation that shows the relationship between the number of seconds since the boy let the balloon go, x, and its elevation in feet, y. Y equals 3x plus 3. Save answer. Solve the system of inequalities by graphing. So always, always, always graph with your y-intercept and then follow the slope. So y is greater than 4x plus 5. And y is greater than 1/10 x plus 4. What I mean by follow the slope is start at 0, 5, then rise over run, 4 over 1. That is my slope. This is my starting point. Over here, same thing. Start with 0, 4, then rise 1, run 10. Both of them are dotted and below. This one too. So let's start with the green one, 4x plus 5. So go to positive 5, and then rise 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and run 1. Boom, plot my point. Now my line is not dotted, so I will click on it, and now it's dotted. Then I will come here and click my other inequality and then go to negative 4 and then rise 1 and run 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 10. It didn't do my first one. Here we go. And then I will also make this a dotted line. Both of these will be shaded below. So my shading below the green is under here, and also below the purple is over here. So this is where they would overlap, because if I do under, and under here, I have to look at where they overlap. So I have to get rid of this piece, and it'll only be this piece that overlaps. Save. Line B passes through the points 9, 2, and 4, 5. Line W is perpendicular to it. Number 7. What is the slope of line W? So make your table x, y. And then my first point is 9, 2, and then 4, 5. My slope is something, and then my perpendicular slope is the opposite reciprocal. So that means I have to change the sign and flip it. So 9, 2, and 4, 5. Delete, delete, delete. Well, there's 4, 5, and here's 9, 2. My slope is negative 6/10. Remember to put your regression there. I shouldn't have deleted it, my bad. Negative 3/5. So my starting slope is negative 3/5. My reciprocal and opposite, which is my perpendicular slope, would be positive 5/3. And then it must also contain an extra point. Oh, nope, it just wants the slope. 5/3. Save. Solve the system of inequalities by graphing. I'm going to skip around and see which other one. Oh, this one's a good one. This one's number 9 for me. It says 2b plus 9 is less than or equal to negative 83. I would subtract 9 from both sides. 2b is less than or equal to negative 92. Divide by 2, divide by 2. B is less than or equal to, go to Desmos and use your calculator because there's a negative here. Negative 92 cut in half. I put 952. 46. This is closed. And it's less. So to the left. Oh, I don't even
Solve
need that.
for B.
B is less than or equal to, it should be negative 46. It is. Negative 46. Let me fix that on my paper. Negative. Oops. All right, domain and range. So here's where I need to look at my point. These are all open circles, so I'm going to be using the less than symbols, so less and less. And it's asking for domain, so my point that or my letter or variable that I need to put in the middle is x, because it's x values. So I'm looking at my leftmost x value, which is 1 here, and then I go all the way to my rightmost x value, which is 8. So 1 is less than x, which is less than 8. That's all we're doing there. Find the y-intercept of the line. 20x minus 3y equals negative 18. We can never get enough of solving for y. 11, 20x minus 3y equals negative 18. Subtract 20x from both sides. Negative 3y equals negative 20x minus 18. Divide by negative 3. Divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3. Y equals, these cancel out, these cancel out. This is 20/3. That is what it would be simplified in Desmos. And then these cancel out and become positive, and 18/3 is 6. So the y-intercept is 6, and that's it. Save answer. What is the domain of this function? Again, I'm looking at my leftmost x value and my y-most x value, or rightmost x value. Also, you can use the pen to trace. I like to make a box. Boom. Bam. So this would be left to right. I really don't need the top and bottom because it's not asking for range. So I would need this number here and this number here, which is 9. 9 and negative 4, and then I need my equal to symbol because the circles are closed, and my equal to symbol. So negative 4 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 9, would be my domain here. Save answer. All right, line F passes through these points, and line G passes through these points. Are they parallel, perpendicular, or neither? Desmos. X, Y, 3, 1, 1, 6, 9, 8, 4, 10. Go to Desmos. Let's do 9, 8, oops, not 85, and 4, 10. Negative 2/5. Now, if they're opposite reciprocals, then they're perpendicular. If they're the same, then they're parallel. So 1, 3, Okay, they're not the same, so it's neither, and they're not opposite reciprocals. They have to be one positive and one negative.